Micah, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Keith. So great to be here.
I'm excited to talk to you because we're going to talk about Robin. And if you look at what has happened in the world of work over the past couple of years, things have been dramatically disrupted, to say the least. And Robin is at this powerful position to really help companies with this evolution. So let's talk about Robin and what the company does.
Sure. So Robin, and there hasn't been this much, and look at the history of the world, there's never been this much disruption in the way humans work. So such an exciting time to be in the middle of all of this. And what Robin does is Robin helps enable hybrid and flexible work for employees of companies. And we do this in a really unique way. And the way we go about doing it is we make sure that people can really have that autonomy to set their own schedules, to be able to decide when they want to go into the office, to figure out team days in the office, to work together. And the way that we do it is we make sure that the vibrancy and the enthusiasm for getting together for the in-person work experience continues to exist. Despite the fact that people are typically working hybrid or flexible work arrangements when they're not going in the office all the time, they're not, or even not even close to every day, or they're not going to get together with other employees all of the time. So we have a software platform that basically enables those in-person connections, even if people are largely remote or in hybrid work environments.
It's interesting because the future of work, people are using hybrid a lot, but it's, flexibility is, I think, almost like a better term now.
Flexibility definitely is the key term in all of this. And we use them interchangeably, but I think people don't necessarily always use them interchangeably. And the important part, I think, in either hybrid or flexible work arrangements is some level of autonomy, which is by role or by person, understanding autonomy and allowing people to decide if they have childcare duties to take care of in the morning, or they just want to go work someplace warm for a week, or whatever it might be, or if going in one day of the week is the best for them, or going in one day a month or 4 days a week, whatever is the best for them, to be able to come up with that arrangement and then be able to work that way. And that's why flexibility is the term. It really is an individualized choice by role, by person, by everything else. I think that's why you're seeing flexible really come out as a term that people are using very often.
Now, you're the CEO of Robin. So talk about your background and what led you to join the company.
Sure. So I've been in tech for 17 years now, too long, one of those too long things. And what I think that the thing that really attracted me about Robin, and the reason I like my role, what I do, is I really love building things. And in tech, when you're building things, where human capital business is. So really, to build great technology products, you have to build great teams. And I think tech has really been focused on that. And if you look at kind of across all sectors, tech has been the leader in building great teams because of how important human capital is to what we do. And one of the things that I saw during the pandemic is that going to fully remote was, once again, I very much support being able to work in flexible arrangements and remote, and certainly have had many, many remote employees through the years. But being 100% remote was really challenging. It was really challenging to build great company environments, build great cultures, to build great teams that had really solid connections. And we wanted to create a tool that allowed for some of that in-person gathering to help coordinate especially when people have schedules that are all over the place, locations that are all over the place. And that's what Robin's really about, is to help continue to create those human connections, create opportunities for people. Once I saw what Robin was doing, I said, my gosh, this product resonates so much with me, because this is a problem as a CEO that I was experiencing so much. And I love that in a very unique and easy to use way that Robin was solving this massive problem that I was facing as being a CEO myself.
And you highlight massive problem. This is affecting every company. So it's not just enterprise companies or SMBs. This is a problem that affects the full spectrum.
Affects the whole spectrum for sure. And we have customers that range from SMB all the way up to large enterprise. I was at a CEO summit earlier this week. And it was probably the number one thing that people were talking about across the summit. It's on everyone's mind because talent is such important. Getting really good people to work at your organization is such a challenge for so many organizations. And besides pay and benefits, flexibility is the number 2 thing that people are looking for at when they're looking at jobs now. And to have flexibility in a work environment, to give people the autonomy to, once again, setting expectations of this is the job you have to do, but giving people flexibility in where and when and how they go about doing that is really important. This is what people are looking for. And we see that. And by the way, there's definitely a generational thing. We just did a Gen Z survey, and it's one of the really important things that Gen Z is looking for as they think about employment opportunities. At the same time, people very much want human connections too. And we like to find that balance between those 2 things.
So what's the current stage of Robin in terms of, size of the company and growth plans ahead?
Yeah, so we're definitely a growth stage company. We are about 170 employees right now. We have 2,000 customers spread around the globe. So we have customers in 80 countries today, which is fantastic. Growing very quickly from a user standpoint, which is fantastic. So we are from an employee growth stage, we're looking to probably hire another 50 to 70 people this year. So we'll definitely be in the mid 200s by the end of this year. Roles across engineering, sales, customer success, finance, you name it, across all parts of the company. So definitely exciting growth as we scale. And obviously, this is a key moment in what's happening with hybrid work. So the company's been growing at 100% approximately annually. So definitely an exciting time to be doing what we do and to be real leaders.
So once someone does join the team at Robin, what's it like working there? What's the day-to-day culture like?
So the day-to-day culture, one of the key attributes, some of the key attributes that we really think about at Robin, first is ownership. I talked about that. And that's what, by the way, allows you to really implement flexibility, is that we want people to own their parts of the world, whether you're owning customer relationships or you're owning sales prospecting or you're owning part of the code, whatever it might be. Is we're looking for people that really want to build and take ownership over their parts of the piece of the world as we build this amazing company. The next piece, that the attribute we look for at Robin, is helpful people. So we are a huge team-based culture, absolutely focused on that. And the final thing is we're very much into transparency. So transparency, and we spend a lot of time in team meetings, not just talking about the what we're doing, but the why we're doing things. So we understand why we're making this. So the whole organization understands the why the decisions we're making, what we're trying to accomplish, why that's important, what we're trying to accomplish across the company. So a very big team-based culture. And I think that's what we hear a lot from people after they've joined Robin, is that they very much appreciate the culture of the organization. It's very clear what we're trying to accomplish, that people are very helpful in trying to get us there. We definitely have a low or no ego culture, which is really important. So the team-based concept of what we're doing and building that vibrancy I just talked about. I mean, the whole mission of our organization is to bring vibrancy to work in this hybrid, flexible, and remote world. And we certainly live those ideals every single day at Robin.
Well, the job market is very competitive out there. There's lots of opportunities for people to explore, which is a good thing. So why is now the ideal time to join Robin?
Listen, it's a special company in a special market, and we're doing amazing things with amazing people. So I think, and having a real impact, that's the other thing. I'm a very much a mission-driven person. And I love that we're solving this huge problem. It's the future of work. And the future, why that's important is, think about work impacts every little bit about our lives, right? I talked about it, whether it be the working parent that now can drop their kids off at school, whether it be someone who just needs a break and once again wants to go work on the beach for a week or whatever it might be, but not give up the important social training, development activities at work that are really important too. And to find that really good middle ground, we're enabling that, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. So I love that we are the leaders in this whole huge new product category that really is making a big difference in people's lives. And we love that. The feedback we get from our customers is absolutely fantastic, and how it changes the way their workplace can operate. So, and doing it with fantastic coworkers, doing it with a fantastic team. So we've hired a lot of people this year already. And we love the feedback we're getting from people we're hiring about being able to tackle a problem like that and do it in a super team-oriented, supportive environment where we're going out and winning, but we're doing it with people that we really enjoy spending time with.
Well, if you are interested in exploring opportunities at Robin, you need to go to their company page on VentureFizz, which has all their listings there, and they are hiring across all functional areas. So go to venturefizz.com/Robin, and you'll see all their listings. Micah, thanks so much for taking the time to walk us through all the great things happening at Robin.
Thanks, Keith. Really appreciate it.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. At VentureFizz, our mission is to share the stories of companies, their people, and culture. So if you're interested in more interviews with founders and executives in the tech industry, make sure you click on the subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching.